because whatever comes at you, well, sure, sometimes they rattle you. But again, if you just take that moment to get centered, because it doesn't, you have the right and the ability in any moment to say, I need just a moment. Give me just a second to think about this. Give me just a moment to process that. Give yourself permission. Give yourself a pause so that you don't immediately fall into how. Oh, they're here. Okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? And everything in your system shuts down. Everything in your system clamps down because the desire for understanding how is the feeling of I'm not enoughness already. Oh my God, how am I going to do this? I don't think I'm enough to do this. I may not have enough information. I'm blah, 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 whatever all the noise is about that. But when you go to that moment of quiet and you take those breaths and you just get centered, you see the thing in front of you and you say, okay, now how can I respond to this? This is the energy I'm getting. This is the energy I'm feeling. And it is a fine tuning. It's not always going to be perfect, but 9.5 times out of 10, you're going to find that you made a good decision, that you made the right choice, because the space that you put into that experience changes the experience. It's now no longer you at effect, it's you at cause.
And here's the cool thing about going through life that way is when you do that, it lets you observe. So I have the experience of when I'm in a good space and trusting myself and all that stuff, like we're talking about, when I'm in that space and I don't know what's going to happen next and I don't know the how, but I get to observe it. It's like watching myself in this life, in this play, and say, cool, I wonder what's going to happen next.
Yeah. It's that whole feel. Go ahead. Sorry.
And it is such an awesome feeling as long as I have enough trust in myself that it will unfold and it will be fine. And I've fortunately learned that in most situations, not all, but in most. And it lightens the load tremendously. Mm-hmm. And it's a great feeling.
It really is. And you and I have smiled and laughed about the state of the state for me I was thinking about this again over the course of just the last year and the last year and a half, or even from 5 years ago to now. It's extraordinary, the differences, but particularly with how the show and the book and my program and everything has come together, not because I was pounding it out, but because I was allowing it to unfold in ways that, and this is important too about staying out of the hows. You know, they talk about the journey. The journey it's all in the journey. That's why this is so important. The journey is not about how anything. The journey is about the experiences and being inspired by those experiences that lead you to the next piece, that lead you to the next person, that lead you to the next understanding or clarity or piece of information that is going to propel you in that desire that you have to create.